Hello, big boy. Such big feet.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
I thought with big feet you'd be different.
Okay, I had to have a little bit of fun with it, but we've all seen them, we've all wanted to make them, and they're way easier than you're gonna expect. And we're gonna show you guys that in today's video, whether you're wanting to make them for viral videos, for your business, to make extra money off of those viral videos. We're gonna show you guys how to do that. We're gonna hop into the computer here, and this is all going to be done inside of Google AI, and you could do this completely for free. As you can see here on the Google One website, it is $0 for your first month, then it's $26.99. That's Canadian, so it's about $19 American. But you can try it completely free. You can make your first couple of videos for free. I have a prompt here that we've built just over the last couple of uses with it. You guys can get this master prompt right out of the description. I'm not going to hide it anywhere specific, but we're basically going to adjust it here. So it says, I want to create a 1-minute AI generated vlog style video using a fictional character like a gorilla or a Bigfoot living in the forest. I'm going to remove the gorilla part because I want this to be a gorilla video. You guys can replace this for whatever animal you want. I've made flamingo videos, as you guys can see here on the side. I've made Yeti videos. We're going to stick with Bigfoot because that's what everybody wants to see for these videos. But you could switch that out with Yeti. This video should be funny, relatable, and structured like a social media vlog, something that could go viral on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts. It's very important, guys, not to have other key trigger words in here. I've watched a ton of videos on tutorials, and there's just so many people who don't know what they're talking about when it comes to prompting. And it's based off of your prompt that you're having problems with your videos. It's nothing to do with just how many videos you've generated and the program slowing down because you've generated a lot. It's all to do with your prompting. So as you can see here, it said gorilla/Bigfoot. Now that we've removed gorilla from this, we're not gonna get anything that looks like a gorilla. We're only gonna get Bigfoot generations. We're gonna scroll through living in the forest. If we don't want him in the forest, we could change this. So I'm gonna change this to City of New York. So now all of the shots are going to be in New York. This video should be funny, relatable. We've already read this. The character should have a clear personality, chill, overconfident, curious, and each video should follow a specific theme or activity like cooking, building something, reviewing gadgets. This is just a general prompt to get an idea. This is what we use to trigger the creativity. So give me 5 to 7 unique or original vlog style ideas for this character. Each should include a short title, and it's giving an example title because we want to make it more New York themed. So we're gonna let that sink in. So these are the 5 videos that it suggested us making, and of these 5 videos, why I really want to put a lot of attention in here, guys. And before I even explain this, I've generated over 100 million views in the last 90 days for my clients, and that's because we understand the strategy that goes into going viral. It's very important when you're creating trend style content. We just made a bunch of baby style content. When you're making trend style content, to understand why it goes viral and not just to make the trend. Now, to figure out why a Bigfoot video goes viral, you have to understand, well, it's something that everybody has always wanted to see, a Yeti video, a Bigfoot video, something like that, but we're able to see them in normal environments. So we've seen funny videos of like a squirrel cracking out, and that's funny because people see squirrels and they have that ADHD effect. So to see it cracking out, it's funny because we've all dreamt it, but we've never seen it. So to see it brings a lot of attention. You can share it to your friends and stuff like that. But Bigfoot, if you can see him in the city doing people stuff, it's just totally outrageous. And if you can see him doing over the top stuff, so Bigfoot in a tiny apartment in New York, that's something anybody in New York would expect from anybody who lives in New York, but not from Bigfoot. So I think that this Bigfoot idea is a great idea. So we're gonna tell Gemini, then we're just gonna paste the prompt in there and let it do its thing. And then we're gonna go back to my text edit. You guys can go to that next prompt in the description. And as you're gonna see here, it says generate scene by scene prompts with dialogue. So we're not gonna look at the photo that's generated. And now we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it in here. And we're gonna adapt this prompt before we send it. So generate scene by scene prompts with dialogue, ask ChatGPT. We're just gonna change this to Gemini. I was using ChatGPT priorly. But because we want to keep this all free and all within what you're signing up to, I want to use Gemini for this video. Next, ask it to break it up into 7 scenes. We're actually going to break it up into 4 scenes. We find that 20 to 30 second videos are the easiest ones to go viral. And for somebody who's never made videos like yourself, or maybe you are an experienced user. I don't want to kind of call you out for what you're not. If we stick to 4 scenes times 8, that's about 34 seconds if my math is right, and that's a perfect time. You can even reduce that down to 3, so it's around that 25-second mark. So now we're going to go up to the top here, and we're just going to copy our prompt from Bigfoot's reviewing tiny apartments. So just all of number 3, and we're going to go into our prompt here. So I've chosen the following idea, and we're going to put that in here. And then now break down each. Okay, so this is all fine. A large gorilla, we're going to remove that. So it's just Bigfoot. Consistent with brown fur. I don't want dark brown fur. I want soft, light brown fur. Expressive Avine woven satchel. We're going to remove the satchel. Gucci bag, and a humorous, overconfident personality. I like this. We're gonna throw that into here and see what it spits out to us. And it's all about playing with the scenes and playing with the prompts before actually asking for a video, because with something like Gemini, you don't get too many video outputs. You usually get about 5 to 10 a day. So if you're paying for something like AI Pro, it's quite expensive. So we don't want to just see the generations and then base it off of that. I know a lot of people do it. I think that's the most rookiest mistake. And I think those are people who are just trying to push people to something they don't know. So we're going to go here and read through scene by scene. I kind of like to do this normally in a Notion template. So for scene 1, because it's going to get messy, as you're going to see here. So normally I'd like to copy all of this out. And then within Notion, I'm just going to kind of paste my story here, and we're going to adapt it in here just to keep it very, very clean and organized, because when you're making the video, you're going to lose your scenes when you're generating videos, because you're generating it all within the same chat. So we want to keep it all organized. So we're going to call this viral video 1. So scene 1, Bigfoot enters this tiny apartment looking around with wide, curious eyes. He's carrying a surprisingly stylish small Gucci messenger bag. So I think the visual prompt is great. So the voiceover, this is where you really need to adapt it. All right, folks, Big B's checking out some cozy city living today. Let's see what all the fuss is about, shall we? So I want to make it offensive and as if he watched Casey Neistat video and now knows everything about living in New York City. So when you're writing viral videos, you want to think like a comedian. You have to think. So when you're writing viral videos, you want to think like a comedian. You have to say things that people are thinking but are too nervous to say. So if you can do those things and use something like this to deliver the words, it's going to do a much better job at going viral. So let's see. I don't know why it's generating images here. I want you to write me the scripts. Okay, so we have our 4 scenes here. Let's go ahead and generate them. Here's scene 1. Here's the nice thing about Gemini is you can actually generate them within the same window, which is really cool. So you can just click on here. So we're gonna start a brand new chat. We're gonna click on video, and you can generate up to 5 at the same time, I believe. So we're gonna submit that one. And one thing you can do to create more of a consistent image is we're gonna ask Gemini for a full description on Bigfoot. Give us a character description so that there's character consistency throughout the video. So basically, most people try to generate this and then add it afterwards. So people try to just get the AI to add it to each prompt. I find the easiest way to do this is by just getting a character description put together, copying it from here, and then adding it to each scene ourselves. So there's no words in this. It was a really poor generation. So we're going to take this scene, just open up ChatGPT. We'll use ChatGPT free just so And now this chat's very clear on what I want. So I know that I can comfortably open this into Gemini. We're gonna open up a brand new chat. We're gonna click on video. We're gonna ask to stay updated. You can generate 2 more videos today. We're gonna send that prompt into here. We're gonna go into Notion. We're gonna now steal scene 2. We're gonna feed this to ChatGPT as the video is generating, and it's gonna give us another one like this. So sometimes you need to just play with different AIs to get what you're looking for. I find that OpenAI is really good and is really on top of top of mind stuff. I feel like a lot of people have asked it. That's why I had it adapted for here. I just got better results. Look at this kitchen. What am I supposed to cook in here? A thimble of pasta? My grandkid's dollhouse has a bigger setup, and I can barely turn around without breaking something. What is this, a joke for ants? I think that's funny. We're gonna let that here, and while that's generating, we're gonna open up Flow to show you guys how Flow works. So with Flow, you're gonna wanna click up here, you're gonna wanna click on your model, and you're gonna wanna go to VO3 Fast. If you go to Quality, it's 100 credits, so it's much more expensive than Fast, and I find that Fast generates just as good of results. The quality just looks a little bit better. So when you're just trying to test what's gonna work, I think that this is your best result. And now we're going to take scene 3 and do the exact same thing. Flow my faster. Get the VO3 prompt ready. And this is what I like about Flow is you can just kind of copy and paste more into here. I would do ideally in a perfect world is I would read through line by line. I'm just trying to show you guys quickly how to actually do this. I would read line by line and make sure that every part of the prompt is right. We don't want to see any gorilla, any other things in there that isn't related to what we're actually looking for. So as you can see, I'm almost all out of credits here. So we're going to upgrade and ask for more credits. But with the 4, let's see if we can generate enough for a video here. So Flow actually was faster. We're going to watch what it generated.
Look at this kitchen. What am I supposed to cook in here? A thimble of pasta? My grandkid's dollhouse has a bigger setup, and I can barely turn around.
This is not bad, so we're gonna take that. We're just gonna download the original. You can actually download the upscaled version. It just takes a second. It costs nothing. And it'll give you a 1080p version. And then on here, this one's gonna be ready in a second. Let's see if Gemini's ready. Not yet.
You know who I am. Do you know what I expect? You think this is a joke? Look at this view. Where's the city?
That's pretty funny. So we'll take that. And look, the satchel is very consistent. We're gonna refresh the page because sometimes that helps. We're gonna download our video.
This is it? This is what you brought me to, huh? What do y'all call this? A damn closet with a window? You gotta be kidding me with this. Seriously?
That's funny. That's a really good hook. So now we have one last one. So we're gonna copy. I can definitely tell that it's using the quality version. In Premiere, you can drag in your videos and adjust them on the timeline and cut them up. This is the biggest thing I think where most people go wrong.
This is it? This is what you brought me to, huh?
Look at this view. Where's the city?
What do y'all call this? A damn closet with a window? You gotta be kidding me with this. Seriously? Look at this kitchen. What am I supposed to cook in here? A thimble of pasta?
Get out of here. Just get out of my sight. This whole thing, this is a disgrace. An absolute disgrace.
But that's how you make those Bigfoot Yeti videos. I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video showing you guys how to edit it, how to prompt it, and how to generate it was helpful because I've watched a ton of videos and I just found nothing on the internet that was actually helpful. If you found this was helpful, subscribe to our channel. It's all about AI and content creation within AI. So if you guys want to learn how to create better videos with AI and you want to learn how to use AI to make more money and build your business, then you found the right place. I'll see you guys in the next video. My name is Cameron, but until then, peace out.